Okay, so first off, I'm going to go ahead and apply the TREsemme Heat Protectant Spray, Heat Tamer Spray, all over our hair. We are going to be using heat, but mainly on like the front portion of our head. Okay, so from the picture you guys could tell that her bangs are actually onto her left side, but normally I always put my bangs to my right side, but just flip it over this way. Alright, so now my bangs are on the opposite side. I'm just going to gather my hair to the left side of my head, and I'm going to be picking out some pieces right here, and don't worry if they're long because we're going to be curling that as well. So I'm going to begin by doing the braids. And I'm just going to section my hair into 3 parts, just like a basic braid. Instead of going, traditionally like that over and over, we're actually going to be working like under. So basically like reversed. And make sure you kind of leave some hair out before you start braiding. So just kind of run your hand through your head like this, just to kind of bring out some of the loose pieces. While we're braiding, we're going to flip it back to the other side, just so that it won't get caught up with the braid. I'm going to bring the hair over horizontally, like this. Because mostly when we braid, we kind of do it like diagonally, like downwards, where I'm actually going to be pulling it like this, just so it creates a nice tight braid. Once we have like about 3 inches of hair left, now I'm just going to take a clear elastic and just tie that. Alright, so now for the fun part, I'm going to start by pulling out each braid slightly. We don't want it to look too wide, we kind of just want it to look super messy. And this kind of works better if you have layers, but if you don't, that's totally fine. If you have straight hair and your hair just sort of like spikes out that way, that's even better because we are going to be using some heat to tame that. Alright, so you should wind up with a braid that kind of looks like this. I'm just going to be taking my straightener, and the little strands that kind of poked out, I'm just going to go ahead and sort of wave them. Alright, so after you've done that, kind of create like a really nice messy braid. And the little 3 inches of hair left here, we're also going to be waving that as well. We're not going to be taking the whole thing, just waving it once like that. We're actually going to be taking little pieces and flaring it outward. I'll insert the picture again so you guys could see how the tip of her hair looks like. Alright, so after you've done that, it kind of looks a little bit silly, and you don't want that huge loop right there, so you still want that nice curve to the hair. You see that, yeah, this piece right here. But the very tip of it, I'm actually going to wave it back downward. Just going to create that more natural effect. We have all this excess hair sort of on the side of our head. And once again, I'm going to be taking my straightener and just waving that. And you'll see my hand movement. So start by taking one piece first, and I'm going to wave that from the top of my head. The very front part of the hair, you kind of want it to frame your face, so I'm going to do a different method. I'm actually going to be taking like my bangs, and I'm actually just going to go like that. So this is a finished hair look. I think it's really nice. It kind of suits like for prom as well. The bangs are just really nice and voluminous, and the braid is really like laid back. Kind of looks like you did it in 5 seconds. I think it's really cute too. Alright, so I'll let you guys see a better glimpse of it. hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for the support lately. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.